As long as you just shut up so I can listen to my music, we're okay. Okay? Cause
Ryan, say Young Money again.
What?
Say Young Money again. Young Money.
Young money.
Young money.
Young money. Gavin is young money. Don't squeak that thing.
I have to do it 10 times every time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna take that thing and fight it.
No. Please don't.
You don't have to squeak.
Yeah, I do. It's
OCD
been a
trying to push your button.
It's been I've been doing it every episode. I'm not gonna stop.
OCD trying to push your buttons. OCD trying to push your buttons. OCD is pushing your buttons. OCD is pushing your buttons.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to day 99. Tomorrow's 100. I'm aware. I'm aware. Today was awesome. Woke up at around 8:30. Excuse me. After going to bed at probably close to 3 a.m. last night. Excuse me. Excuse me. We got up and got ready for church. Then I went to church. Church was good. So the youth service part of the church was really nice, actually. We kind of talked about how the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is all just God. If that makes sense. But of course, if it doesn't make sense, that's why it was explained today. I don't like these things. I just put on the shirt so I can do the bouncing. Before this, I just didn't have anything but underwear on because I've been in my bed for like the past couple hours. But it's 11:12 and I know I have to do this, especially since I'm not going to stop. Just because I'm really, really tired. A day before 100. If I did that, I would be the stupidest person ever. How have I been doing this almost 100 days? That's not even counting failed attempts. If it was counting failed attempts, it would be like 115 if I never failed. No, like maybe even closer to 120 if I never failed at all. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Anyway, second service was basically just to talk about through how tough everything's been lately, how it can stay hopeful. And basically it was a really nice message that God is gonna help you and stuff. And yeah, this shirt has a hoodie on it, which is really, really cool. I honestly might wear this on a day when it's cold. It rained tonight. It did rain. I have to see if it's still wet out, because if it is, I'm gonna have my window open, and it's gonna be awesome. Holy crap, it's gonna be so cool. But yeah, randomly just rained today. And that was so cool. I love rain. For those who don't know, rain is my favorite weather of all time. I love it so much. Every time it rains, I always go outside and just enjoy it. Also, by the way, yes, my phone is still working better today. It was a tiny bit worse than it was yesterday, but I think that's just because when I turn this phone off and then turn it back on, the flashing happens a little bit more frequently. But I've noticed the longer it's on for, the less it flashes, and the less it's turned on and off, the less it flashes. So basically, if I don't use this phone much, and when I do use this phone, I just don't keep the phone. I just don't really turn it off too much. We're good. So honestly, this will be working out really well. So yeah, but anyway, after church, come home, I have some lunch, and then my brother's like, hey, if we go to these friends' house, would you want to come? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if there was a day when we were able to. And then all of a sudden, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going. I'm like, oh, I am? That's today? And he's like, yep. And I'm like, okay. So I went over to a friend's house today, and oh my god, it was awesome. It was so nice. I don't want to bounce right now. I'm really tired and in pain. And here's why. So basically, we went to these guys' house. I've never been to their house before. They've been here. And they're really nice. I love their family. And they had a couple friends on top of that, too, over. So it was a whole shebang. And we played, like, hide and seek around their property. And they have a huge property. Because they like doing, like, gardening and stuff. And they have like a lot of stuff that they like to do, and they've been doing a lot of rebuilding of their house, like redoing it. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. I love their house. I love their place. Right now it's a little messy, but that's just because they're literally like fixing their house. They're changing the house, remodeling. Remodeling's the word. So, I mean, obviously it's not gonna look the world's greatest. But yeah, so we played Infection. We jumped on their trampoline. We just ran around. And then we just chilled and talked for a little. Just hung out like buds. I have to go to the bathroom, oh god. I ate an entire pizza. It was a very small pizza. So it was probably more like having like 5 or 6 regular slices. That's still a lot of pizza. So, yeah, but it was like 8 little slices. So, yeah, there's that. My body's not happy with me, and for good reason. But yeah, so after that, when we went inside, we played Just Dance 4 for a tiny bit, which Just Dance 4 was the Just Dance I played back in like 2013 and stuff like that, like 2012, 2013. I think it was about 2013, mainly. Maybe 2014, yeah, I think maybe a little bit of 2014 as well. And so obviously it was, and I hadn't played it since then, because we lost the game. Don't know what happened to it, but we don't have it anymore. And so, you know, I haven't been able to play it, but I have a lot of nostalgia with the game. And I got to play it again today, for a little, and that was very surreal. It was really, really cool. And I got to look back on a very fond memory of Never Gonna Give You Up, but also, especially You Don't Know You're Beautiful by One Direction. It was my favorite song when I was younger, because it was my favorite song to do on Just Dance, because it's the easiest level, or mode, or song you could do on there. And I remember I always tried to 5-star it. I never could. I always got 4-star, or 4.5 star. I never got 5-star. And you wanna know what happened today? We did it once, and I got 4.5 star. So, I don't know. But honestly, I could definitely 5-star it. Like, just give me like 20 minutes, and I got it in the bag. I think. I would hope so. Especially if I was doing it by myself. Because since there were 4 of us doing it, like, obviously it's not gonna, like, censor everything as well and stuff. But anyway, after that, we played Monster, which is basically it's like hide and seek in the dark type of thing, or whatever it's called. I think they call it Monster. And so basically, they have these 2 rooms, and they have this like small hallway, and and they're all connected. So basically, what we did is we blacked out the windows. We basically made it pitch black in all 3 rooms. Basically, how it goes is, you got like 30 seconds high, and then a player will walk in the room. They're gonna have their eyes closed when they walk in, so they can't see. Then they'll close the door, and then they just have to look for you, and try to find you. but because it's pitch black, they can't see you. And I found the perfect hiding spot, which is behind the door to the hallway. I won using that 3 times. Like a gamer. 3 times, baby. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. And it's funny, because the first time I did it, I won, and people were like, wow. The second time I did it at a different door, but someone shined a light on me, so I lost. The only other time I hid somewhere else, there were 2 other times I hid somewhere else. And it was like next to the desk, which I got caught there. And I really tried to make it so that I wasn't noticeable, but I think there might have been a small light that someone was shining for some reason, or they just checked my spot first. It was one of those. And then the other time, I was panicking to find a spot. I wasn't sure what to do because I didn't want to do the same thing. So I hid in like a very obvious spot in the hallway, and I got caught. But someone used their light on me, so if they didn't lose their light on me, I would have been good. Especially because the person who used their light on me was not supposed to be the seeker. They're not the seeker. So they can't say that they found me. So technically it was cheating. The last 2 games, I hid behind the door again. And basically after the first game, I won. But I decided, what if I just sit here? And they turned all the lights off and stuff. What if I just turned on all the lights off and stuff, because after every game we would. And so that everyone could come out. But I was like, what if I just stay here? And they ended up starting the second game, and I never moved. They didn't find me. So we started the second game, and I ended up winning again. I thought someone would have realized that I'm there, especially since I had used that spot before. But nope. Also, one other thing I didn't mention, Daft Punk was playing the whole time. You already know I had that going. So I was heckin' fire. And there was like this other band in the other room. Like Skrills 604. I don't know exactly what it was called, but I think it was something like that. But yeah, after that I celebrated, and then we had some pizza, and we watched a movie called Cool Runners, I think. We watched the first hour of it. It's on Disney Plus. I really loved it so far. I've loved it so far. I have to finish it. I might finish it tonight, if I feel like it, because that's the thing I can sleep in, if I wanted to, until like 11:30. So I'm good when it comes to whenever I get to bed tonight. So yeah. But it's a really good movie from 1993, and if you have Disney Plus, I'd recommend checking it out. It's really, really good, and it's hilarious. I love funny movies, and it's a Jamaican cast, and that just makes it really cool as well. I'm loving it so far, and I'm hoping that the last like 40 minutes is good. So yeah. After that, came home, and I literally just chilled. I did nothing but just watch streamers and YouTube. And that's what I'll be doing after this, or I'll be watching the movie, because I'm done with energy. Doing this was so hard, because like on Friday, I had the most exercise I had like in a very long time, and then today I exercised pretty hard too, so like yesterday I didn't even do much of anything though. So it's like, obviously I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna be getting a lot of sleep tonight, and hopefully I can do a better sleep schedule for the rest of the week. So yeah. Anyways, that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, night. Good night, good night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh yeah, also the ACU highlights video. Uploaded the video asking for help, and I got some helpers already, so yay. Yeah, thanks y'all for watching. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, night. Good night, good night. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow or in the next one. Bye-bye. Don't eat pickles. See you tomorrow for day 100. Bye-bye.